So why sell managed services? Why not just stick with block hours and break fix, right? I mean, that's a legit question. And there's a couple reasons for that. One is that it gives you that steady, predictable revenue. So you're not in a cycle of feast or famine, right? And that allows you to hire and plan for growth without losing your shirt and being fearful of hiring tech. So this is good for you and it's good for your customers, because if you get a client on a regular maintenance plan, you can staff for it, you can plan for it. The problem with break fix is you don't know if a client calls you out of the blue and says, we got ransomed and we need you to dive in here and help us. You might be able to do that if you're slow, but if you're booked with business, you haven't resource allocated and planned to help them, or they get some other big project or whatever. So it's actually better for you and it's better for the clients. Your clients are better served and protected from data loss, downtime, and cyber attacks as well, because break fix, I'm going to make an argument to you guys that I don't think, well, we'll talk about this, but in my opinion is that this is not the professional way to deliver IT support and services, because you're not helping these guys. You're not helping your clients by allowing them to go without being some sort of maintenance, proactive cybersecurity and backups at a minimum. I really think that that's important. You get better clients because the ones who really value IT, they want managed services. Like I am one of your customers, guys. I spend over, it's like, I think our managed services is somewhere in the $14,000 a month range. That's what I pay for managed services. If I wanted to switch IT providers, there's no way in hell I'm going to a break fix shop. So the better customers, they want this, they want to buy this. They're not going to buy break fix. It's the cheapo, small penny pincher clients that want break fix. So just by going to managed services, you actually elevate the customer, because the customers who want managed and they want to pay for it and they want to know that I can pick up a phone and call you and get a response within 15 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever it is, right? I want you to resource plan for that if I'm your customer, so that I get the experience that I want and the support I need. Okay, so there's that. And I think it's an essential step to becoming an operationally mature IT firm, instead of like a trunk slammer. A lot of my guys, I didn't come up with that term. A lot of my clients call the smaller guys trunk slammers because they work out of their trunk. I call it tech with helpers. And if you know our logo, our logo is the keep it real. And real stands for the kind of business you want, which is rewarding, easy, attractive, lucrative, versus a tech business, which is tedious, exhausting, chaotic, and hard. So you don't want to be a tech with helpers. You want to actually mature as a business and grow beyond that. So these are all the reasons why you want to sell managed services, in my opinion. And also, I mean, this was just posted up to MSSP alert. The Department of Justice has just launched a new civil cyber fraud initiative, and essentially what's going on is the government is going to start looking to regulate cybersecurity. And that means you guys, that means the services that you deliver. It's coming. It's absolutely coming. And for example, this is another article. I forget what, shoot, now I should have taken the site that I thought I had the URL in here, but this is an example of, and it was, Mike Semmel, which some of you know, Mike, he sponsors our events with Rapid Fire. But the MSP, you see here where I have the arrow, the lawsuit said the MSP should have warned the customer about phishing, that the MSP mishandled the work ticket after the client reported the incident, and the MSP was in charge of maintaining a secure environment and was to set security accordingly. And what the suit is alleging is that they failed to install any virus, and for 2 years never delivered a quarterly business review, which is another thing that we recommend, meaning you sit down with the customer and you look at this. So it is assumed, it's kind of like the Ring doorbell lawsuit. If you guys remember Ring doorbell, there was a class action suit against them when a lot of their users got hacked. Now, the reason that the Ring doorbell users got hacked and had people spying on them in their homes and talking to their kids through the speaker in the doorbell was because they had password as their password. It wasn't a failure of Ring doorbell. It wasn't a technical failure. It was users were reusing passwords and they were using weak passwords. So they were getting hacked. But that didn't matter because it was implied that the Ring doorbell should have been keeping their customers safe with two-factor authentication or some kind of requirement for passwords. And you can make that argument, but that's the same argument that's going to be used against you as an IT firm. If you're my IT company and I call you when I need something, if I get hacked and my backups fail and you're the one who sold it to me and set it up, but you weren't maintaining it or managing it, or you sold me antivirus and you weren't maintaining it or managing it, and you're not meeting with me and urging me to increase my protections in that area, it could be said that you are negligent. And believe me, this is coming. So I hate it for you guys, but at the same time, you can't do the break fix. It's becoming a dinosaur way of doing things. And you really want to move to this for the revenue and profitability, for the stability, for the maturity of your business, for the cash flow, and even if that isn't important to you, and it should be, but even if it isn't, just taking care of your customers, doing the right thing, what they really need. Okay. So that's where my opinion is. My opinion is no longer smart or responsible to throw antivirus on a client's PC and call it done. Nor is it ethical to hold back on selling managed services, because I think you have a responsibility. We as an industry have to raise our standards for protection to clients. Now, I know I might hurt somebody's feelings. I'm not trying to be hurtful, but what you have to understand is you have to sit in out my seat. We do these coaching programs and we get MSPs coming up to us from all over the country, all over the world. And some of them are literally putting free antivirus on their customers' desktops and laptops and devices and saying, calling it done. And that, folks, that's not, I mean, like our client coaches have even said, I wish someone would regulate this industry. And like for somebody to wish that, that's awful, but they're saying this because of what they see out there.